Hello, my name is Kate Anderson, prenatal yoga teacher at the Yoga Center of Columbia and a birth doula. Today we will go over two main stretches to help open up hip flexors and if there's some round ligament tightness. Please know I don't want you to ever push to pain. Make sure this works for you. I'm going to be guiding you with some pelvic alignment and telling you to hug baby up. When you hug baby up, it's transverse abdominis, these muscles that wrap around your sides. And really helps support the low back when we do that. So it can be a gentle 25-50% engagement of those muscles. Don't feel like you're sucking in and you're pushing to any pain. The relaxin hormone increases during pregnancy, so please make sure you're listening to your body. Don't overstretch when you feel something. You're in that stretch, you feel it, you're far enough, especially while pregnant. All right, so let's jump right into it today. Find tabletop position, blanket under your knees. So with the blanket under your knees, set your hands where they're comfortable. It may be the hands are under the shoulders. Spread the fingers. Or you can take the hands a step forward if that just feels better or there's too much pressure on the wrist. Also, anytime you want, make a fist, squeeze the fingers in, make a nice strong grip for the wrist here. All right, so you can find what works best, and then we'll go to cat pose first. Cat pose usually feels pretty good while pregnant. Toes can be however you like them. On your exhale, curl the tailbone under, hug baby up, round your back, release your head. Let's inhale back to tabletop. Here, if you're going to cow pose next, I want you to stay pretty gentle. You still hug baby up, tip the tailbone up, feel that you lift your heart, lift your gaze, no big pull on the front of your body. Exhale, cat pose, round your back, hug baby up. Inhale, you choose table or gentle cow, hugging baby up, gazing up. Exhaling, cat, rounding. Inhaling, table or cow. And now I really want you to pay attention to the tailbone, the sacrum, the pelvis rocking in these two directions. This can be really nice if your low back is tight. All right, good. And then let's come to the middle. So round into cat again if you could, and then go to the middle, tabletop, where you're not in cat or cow, you really root from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. All right, nice. Now I want you to lift up slowly, walk your hands back, lift up to your knees, lift up to your shins. That blanket should still feel good. Take one hand, the back of it to your sacrum, okay? Just gently touch the back of the hand to that bony part, that broad area between the glutes, and then you can feel just that space right above your tailbone. Not on the curve, but just that bony sacrum. Other hand to your pubic bone or just above it. Now here, you could even play with a little rocking, just like we did cat-cow. You want to make sure in your poses, you're very neutral, okay? So that lift of the pubic bone, that rooting of the tailbone down, feel that you're in a neutral position, and you start to also hug baby up. So those transverse abdominis, they engage again. All right, great. We're going to go right into the lunge. You can use the blocks if you want to, or just walk your hands forward. Over to the left, step the right foot up. As you step the right foot up, we do want the knee over the ankle, but you can have the foot way off to the side. Left knee can come in close if that feels better for you, or if you slide it back, make sure you only go to that place where you feel it. Don't push to where you were, think of where you were pre-pregnancy, and don't push far, don't push far beyond that. Those are the words I'm looking for. All right, so then we'll come up slowly. You could come up to fingertips. If this is enough, just stay here. Option to come up to that top thigh, touching the thigh. Now, as you start to lift the pubic bone, you hug baby up, you support your low back. That left arm can come up, the palm faces in, your shoulders shrug back. Here, this might be enough, or a step further. Right arm floats up. Possibly the right hand holds the left wrist. Draw up first towards the sky. That right hand guides the left arm. Hug baby up. Go a little bit to the right, not too deep. Really 15, 30 degrees is enough. Take a deep breath into those side ribs, back ribs. And then we'll inhale up, exhale down. Good. Take a pause, find a breath here. Go back to tabletop. Your blocks can walk back and help you. Tabletop, second side. Left foot steps up. Left foot up. Good. Knee over ankle. Shimmy the foot out if you want space for baby. Giving baby lots of room, right? No compression on baby. And then as you have the right knee down, slide it back if that works for you. Could go to fingertips. Staying here opens the hips. Maybe go to that top left thigh. Good. Sink in gently. Lift pubic bone. Hug baby up. Right arm up. Maybe take a breath there. Just check in with that reach from knee to fingers. Left arm up. Left hand holds the right wrist. Shoulders soft. Stretch up first. If you go to the left, not too deep. Hug baby up. Soft jaw. Soft shoulders. Good job. Inhale up and exhale down. Great. We'll come back to tabletop. You may take a moment to stretch out your calves. You could go back to the hands on the ground. Step back 1 foot at a time. Stretch the calves, rock back. Stretch the other foot back, rock back. Might even be nice to do a child's pose after that. But right now, we're gonna go into warrior one. So standing up, I want you to do it safely and slowly. Blocks could be helpful, or a chair, furniture, something like that near you. And then, to give baby lots of space, take 1 foot to the side, to the edge of your mat. Knees are bent here. Second foot to the other side of your mat. If there's been heartburn or indigestion, your head stays up higher than your heart, making sure with this forward fold, you don't drop your head below your heart. And then you keep bending your knees, maybe even lowering the chin just a little bit towards the pit of the throat, opens up the back of the neck. Keep bending your knees, go slow. You're hugging baby up. Touch the thighs or the hips. Use your legs. Inhale up and slowly come up to standing. Good. Walk your feet in, shake it out. When you're ready for warrior one, this is how we'll do it. Move the blanket. Come to face the top of your yoga mat if you're going to use a yoga mat. Let's stick with the same side first. Nice mountain pose now. Remember, use your hands if that's helpful to start with your alignment at the pelvis. Feet wide, totally fine if that feels good while pregnant, especially, but work with your posture starting at the pelvis. Pubic bone lifting, tailbone rooting down, shoulders soft. Good. Touch your hips. Left foot steps back first. Warrior one. Doesn't have to be too far, and especially if there's pain, skip it. Foot goes back, it's on a pivot. The toes point out slightly. Heel is pressing down. Right knee bends in the front. If your hips face the left corner, totally fine. If you want to, you can guide the left hip forward, face the top of your mat, but don't force it. Keep pushing into that pinky toe of the back leg. Good. And then similar to what we did before, lots of options. Left arm could be up, right arm could be up, palms in, shoulders down, warrior one. Right hand could hold the left wrist, guide up. Don't go too deep. Reach a little bit to the right. Press into that back foot. Hug baby up. Soft shoulders, deep breath. Good, we're not here too long. Inhale up, exhale down. I'm gonna have you just go ahead and touch the hips again. Front knee stays bent. Step that back foot in. Feel free to shake it out. Readjust. Mountain pose. Feet could be wide, but get back to that neutral pelvis. Pregnancy often puts us in that low back curve. Too deep, lordotic, baby pulls you forward. You gotta work to keep that pelvis neutral. All right, touch hips. Right foot back this time. Warrior one, foot on a pivot, left knee bent, can face a little to the side or bring that right hip around to the front. Push to the back foot. We wanted that inner arch to be lifted. Good, and you can choose just the right arm, both arms, or left hand holds the right wrist. Reach up gently, hug baby up. A little bit to the left, not too deep. Soft shoulders, deep breath. Good, after a couple, lift, lower, front knee is bent for safety. You step up, shake it out. Take a brief mountain pose. Again, pubic bone up, lifted slightly, tailbone down. Root the feet, lift the crown, easy breathing. All right, I hope those stretches are helpful. Shake it out, take your time with them, don't overdo it. 5 or 10 deep breaths is probably plenty since you're in that pose and in that side stretch in the pose. All right, reach out if you have questions. meditatewithkateanderson@gmail.com. That's me. All right, bye. Thank you.